Glory to Ukraine, glory to brave Ukrainian army. We will definitely win. Ukraine stands. And while you will be watching my spring beauty, now I have a parade of tulips in my garden, in my spring garden. And not only tulips, of course, but tulips are at the stage and on the stage. And while you will be watching this beauty, different varieties, different colors, different form, very spectacular view. Very nice weather today and pretty cold outside, and we've had a couple of days we've had 25 or even higher. It was definitely t-shirt weather, and in 2 days the weather changed, and tomorrow we will have maybe 8 or 9 above zero, and hope that not zero or not minus during night. Hope. And you see this combination of colors, you see how nice they are, how bright they are, how interesting flower form here. And while you will be watching, you will be looking, I will say you, and you, Russia, in the morning today, they struck Chernihiv, one of the biggest city in Ukraine, by missiles. They hit multi-story store building, they ruined it, and they destroyed school, hospital, and other residential buildings. As of now, while I am filming this and telling you this story, there are 12 or 14 people dead and more than 60 people wounded, among them kids, 2, maybe even more as of now. So morning people were on their way to the workplace, to the schools, kindergartens, etc. And as usual, I do not have videos daily, but believe me, every day and every night they terrorize Ukraine, Russia occupiers, and they terrorize literally by shaheds, by missiles, by drones, every day on the front line or at the front line. The best men of our country, best women of our country, they are unfortunately became dead after or based on Russian attacks. If I am not filming this and Europe or world do not hear us, there are still deaths here because of terrorists on the planet, and one of them is Russia. So beauty, let's get back to the beauty and tulips. I love tulips, and as you can see this from my videos, I have a lot of varieties. I have usual tulips, I have botanical tulips. I love all of them. And here this year, but I think this is actually not only for Ukraine, but for other countries as well, for other continents as well. We have very early spring. Flowers, trees, they became blooming pretty earlier, maybe half a month earlier than we've used, or they used to be blooming. And this year was very impressive with this. Not sure about other countries, please share about your climate and about your spring, whether everything blooming on time and as usual, or you see also some difference, and in to what extent this difference is. So peonies, they are so high already, so big already. A lot of greenish, juicy green. In the part of my garden, in part of my flower garden, I have couple of parts and different varieties, different plants. Some of them are roses, some of them peonies, some of them mix of different plants, of different flowers. Yeah, tulips are one of my favorite because what? Because they are prominent, they are bright, they are of interesting colors. Even this one, sunflower, it could change and it will change its color from bright yellow to orange, bright orange, and even red. Very interesting transformation during flowering. And yeah, I love them, this flower tulip, because of its different forms, different colors, and its fragrance. They are all fragrant, or almost all, and some of them even have such notes in the fragrance, like some sweets. Very interesting notes. Yeah, a lot of beauty, and beauty help us not maybe to overcome, because I am sure that our wounds, mental wounds, physical wounds for a lot of people, unfortunately, they will be not sure whether there is a way to recover this, not sure, but at least some gardening, some flowering, some watching the beauty of the flowers, of the plants, it helps at least to switch our thoughts and to maybe hide from our reality, even let it be for an hour a day or a couple of hours a day, some short period a day, but still it's good for our nervous and mental health and system, of course. I love flowers. I love tulips of different forms, full and simple one or single flowers. Very interesting, all of them. And here I have all the varieties without names, which were growing in the gardens of our grandparents, and now I have planted them in my garden. And of course I have newer varieties from Netherlands, because despite we have a war here in Ukraine, we are still living, we are still human, we are still civilized nation, European democratic nation, and of course we want to have some beauty and to do some good acts and actions in near our homes, houses. Yeah. Hydranea on the far background. I have covered it by winter protection, because as I mentioned today during night we've had +3 above zero, and next night no, from Thursday to Friday we'll have +1 or even maybe 0, and this is not good for hydranea, so I have protected it for that period of colder weather. Yeah, thanks for listening, thanks for all your feedback, thanks for all your support in any possible way. Remember about us, share information about us. We are fighting and we are struggling and we are victims of unprovoked war, full-scale war of Russia against Ukraine. Thanks, till the next video, and bye.